Good morning, friends. I'll be talking about grace today, exceeding grace. Grace simply means unmerited favor, and I'll be drawing my story from the book of 2 Saul, chapter 9. Mephibosheth. Mephibosheth was only 5 years old when there was a big war in Israel. That war took the life of his grandfather, King Saul, and his father, Jonathan. His nanny at the time was very concerned about him, that maybe the Philistines might come back and decide to destroy all of King Saul's household. So she decided to steal him away to hide. Unfortunately, he dropped on the floor mistakenly while she was running, and that was how Mephibosheth became lame. Mephibosheth was hiding in Lodebar, away from the world, so he wouldn't be killed. And for someone hiding for a very long time, you suffer from low self-esteem, depression, and fear all his life. So all his life he was lame, he couldn't walk, he was always afraid of tomorrow. He wasn't certain who would come and kill him where he was hiding, and he started having low self-esteem, like from being a prince to nothing. Then one day, God remembered Mephibosheth through King David. During one of King David's peaceful reigns, he remembered his best friend Jonathan. Jonathan was the son of King Saul, who was so dear to him. Jonathan saved David so many times from his father. When his father realized that Jonathan's love could make him give away his throne to David, he decided to kill David. It was the same Jonathan that saved David. And during one of those moments, while David was on the run, Jonathan and David had a pact that they were going to be kind to each other's family. David promised that he was going to be very kind to Jonathan's family, no matter when or where. Now, Jonathan was dead, and King David remembered his dear friend Jonathan. So he decided to show mercy to anyone that was remaining in that family lineage. He called Ziba. Ziba was the oldest servant in the house. He served King Saul, so he knew that Ziba might have an inkling of any of the survivors in King Saul's home. Ziba told him about Mephibosheth, and Mephibosheth was invited to the palace. Alas, Mephibosheth might have thought that maybe King Saul wants to kill him, because he was the only one remaining, but he was wrong. Maybe King David wanted to kill him, but he was wrong. King David asked him not to be afraid, and that because of his father Jonathan, that he was willing to give him all that his father Jonathan and his grandfather Saul owned. Wow. Mephibosheth was so excited, he was both confused and excited. He thought that maybe this was going to be my end. Now Mephibosheth has a son, Micah. So Micah too and Mephibosheth started dining in the king's palace on the order of King David. They became a part of the palace and started living there in Israel. So he became part of the household, and he took all of the possessions of his father and his grandfather. Now, this is grace. Grace on another level. It takes grace for someone to suddenly remember you out of nowhere. I don't even know what King David was thinking. I remembered his friend Jonathan and decided to bless someone from that lineage. I am so sure that he was overwhelmed with Jonathan's kindness in the past that made him want to bless someone from his lineage. That's why it is important for us to be kind to people that we work with. We never can tell when the tables turn tomorrow who will be there for us. Our little kindness today could be extended to our generations to come. Mephibosheth got grace, exceeding grace, from King David, not because he merited it. King David didn't even know him. He was lame, and I'm sure he was so sad and tired of the world already, since he didn't have any relatives remaining. Maybe his consolation being in his son Micah, and probably Micah's family too. So he was just lucky. King David remembered him and gave him everything. From a nobody, from a lame man, he became a very rich man overnight. He started eating in the palace overnight. Why? Because of someone's kindness to King David years back. Your little kindness today could even extend to your generations to come. Try to show kindness to people who you work with and people who are around you, because the tables could turn tomorrow, just like it happened for Mephibosheth, and he became an agent of grace. Today, as we commemorate on this beautiful story, let us learn to practice little kindness so that it can open doors of opportunity for us or our family and our loved ones later in the future. Good morning and have a beautiful day.